I had tried vitamins, minerals. I had exercised. I'd tried to starve myself. And because for 6, 7, 8 years I didn't work out and gained like 50, 60 pounds, I could not get it off. And my stomach would hurt. I would be so hungry. And I could just pig out. And it just would not satisfy me. Now I can eat about half of what I used to eat. I've lost over 40 pounds. And, I mean, I had a chicken fried steak 2 nights ago. And I'm still losing weight. It's slowed down, but you can see the transformation. And now if I just diet a little bit, I know it's all going to fall off, so I'm about to go into that phase. But this is bitter. But my point is, anything I promote, it's because I believe in it. I use it. And I've tried it all. My wife's a lot healthier than I am. She gets some stuff that's good at Whole Foods. But everybody I know, including my wife, my dad, who's a dentist, kind of looked at it with a little bit of a jaundiced eye at first. He's sold. My mother, who's a triathlete, is completely sold. Because they're immediately like, well, let us have some of that. Well, my mom was. Because she knows I only talk about what I believe in. And she saw me start losing weight. She's lost weight massively. She was never that big. She's swimming and running and bike riding faster. She says it's like she's 40 again. She's 60-something. In fact, she is pretty much reclusive when it comes to media. She wants to do a testimonial. The guy that we use as a handyman listens to the show and got some and has lost 30-something pounds in a month and a half. And is like, this is magic. It's not magic. Even the mainline minerals don't give you all the minerals and trace elements you need.
Science-based, clinically verified alternatives to drugs and surgery for all chronic health conditions. And this weight loss is awesome, but I tell you, Alex, it's the tip of the iceberg. And you know what? Last year we spent $70 billion with a B dollars on vitamins in this country, and everybody is still sick. Why is that? Because when it comes to vitamins, the recipe is everything. Vitamins are like, you know, wine. They're all made from grapes, but there's a great deal of difference between Annie Boone Springs green apple wine and a nice Sonoma Cabernet, for goodness sake. I've been practicing naturopathic medicine for 20 years. I've been licensed for over 2 decades in the trenches, front-line, holistic medical care. And you get good results with holistic medicine. But as God is my witness, for the last 3 years, I have been mentoring with Dr. Wallach, following Dr. Wallach's clinical lead, using Dr. Wallach's nutritional supplements and his therapeutics. And I don't even know what planet I'm on anymore, man, because Dr. Wallach has it dialed in. His therapeutics eclipse anything that I had previously been exposed to. And you've seen my resume. I've done a lot in my history. I've done a lot in my career. And Wallach's therapeutics are eclipse.
And that's because, I mean, he's several types of doctor, but it's the veterinary angle. When I heard him a decade ago, and I didn't really dial it in, but I heard it because I'd worked for a large animal vet off and on for over a year total. They were obsessed at Texas A&M with the animals getting their minerals for health, for being able to handle stresses. And it was always minerals deficiencies connected to everything. So the veterinary medicine people knew this. I think that's why Dr. Wallach was able to develop all this.
Well, he was in charge of $25 million of federally funded research from 71 to 83. They did 26,000 autopsies, 10 million blood chemistries. The publication that's the result of that 12-year research protocol that Wallach did, he did the whole thing, is in the Smithsonian. It's a national treasure. And it is that body of research combined with decades of clinical experience that makes Wallach's therapeutics so extraordinary. It's not because of, you know, anything, you know, mystical or anything under the table. It's because Wallach did the hard time. Now, there's no physician on the planet that's done $25 million of federally funded research, 26,000 autopsies, 10 million blood chemistries, and then followed that up with decades of clinical work. It doesn't exist. Wallach's the only one. I'm telling you, Wallach is the Albert Einstein of holistic medicine.
No, I mean, people don't know, but I looked into it back when I was hearing these claims. It's true. I mean, he was involved in, like, saving types of rhinos. He was, like, the name in zoological veterinary research. And of course, a lot of those are mammals. And he learned it's the vitamins, it's the minerals. Let's get into those lawsuits. I mean, Dr. Wallach is actually going after them. He's beating them over and over again. How does he do that?
Well, it's because he's got the truth on his side, and, good lawyers also, right? I mean, you got to have a good lawyer, you got to have the truth on your side, and then, you can't, 2 + 2 = 4, no matter how many people want to tell you that it equals 5. Well, guess what? It equals 4. I'll tell you 2 of Wallach's lawsuits. We can legally say, because of Dr. Wallach. By the way, I don't know if you know this, but Wallach doesn't make any money from the sale of vitamins in longevity. He removed himself from that revenue stream on purpose, so that people couldn't, as snake-in-the-grass critics can't rise up and say, oh, that Wallach, he's just trying to make money selling vitamins. Well, guess what? He doesn't make any. And he's sued the FDA on your behalf out of his own pocket. A lot. So 2 of his health claims, we can say that essential fatty acids virtually eliminate the risk of stroke. This is omega-3, omega-6, and 9. The only reason that you get a stroke is because your blood starts clotting funny. The only reason your blood starts clotting funny is not because you have a bad gene, not because you have a voodoo curse, and certainly not because you have a Coumadin deficiency. It's because your blood has run out of the raw materials it needs to maintain its health. It's that simple. And we can say that 200 micrograms of selenium supplementation reduces the occurrence of breast cancer, prostate cancer, breast cancer 82%, prostate cancer 69%, colon cancer 64%, and lung cancer 39%. And that was published in the Journal of the American Medical Association in 1998.
But no one knows it, and you're called evil if you tell. Oh, look, all I go on is the weight loss because I didn't have any medical issues. Other than, I guess, every once in a while, a little bit of breakout, which, by the way, I'm not having anymore since I've really actually been taking the regimen. And a year and a half ago when I first got into it, I did a little bit, but I wasn't in the habit of doing it. And I felt some effects, so I thought, well, this is good, I'll endorse it. But now that I've really gotten into it and take the products, I'm like, well, I better start taking all these other products and researching them. That's why I only promote 5 or 6 of them, because those are the ones that I've seen effects, or family or friends, that Longevity's developed, and that we promoted at InfoWarsTeam.com. But, again, expanding on all of that, the weight loss issue, they don't even advertise Pollen Burst, Rebound, Beyond Tangy Tangerine for weight loss. This is the, I guess, side effect of not being as hungry. I mean, I literally eat half what I used to, and I'm satisfied, and it's incredible.
Look, weight gain is a deficiency disease. By the way, we have the secret to weight loss, not even Oprah knows. And if you know Oprah, you better get her on the phone, because when we help Oprah lose weight with health the way that you did, that's when we're really going to start to change the world. Your body has nutrient needs that are impossible to be met by food. You cannot meet your body's nutritional needs just by eating food. So everybody's nutritional tank is at least half full. And then the stress of life comes rolling in. You get more and more and more and more depleted in nutrients. When your body reaches a certain level of nutritional lowness, your central nervous system freaks out, because it knows that you're running on fumes. It knows that something bad's going to happen to your heart, your lungs, your liver, your brain. Something's going to break. So what does it do? It makes you eat. The only reason people gain weight is because they eat too many calories, right? Nobody in Auschwitz was overweight. I don't care what their genes were. I don't care what their pre-existing medical condition was. If you do not eat, you lose weight. The only thing that makes us gain weight is we eat too many calories. The only thing that makes us eat too many calories is our bodies are nutritionally starved. But you go to your MD, he tells you your stomach's too big, got to cut it out, got to put a band around it. Oh, you're depressed. Oh, you're lazy. Oh, it's genetic. Guess what? Wrong, 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 and wrong. The only reason people gain weight is they eat too many calories. The only reason you eat too many calories is because you're nutritionally starved. So when you take the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the essential fatty acids and the liquid plant minerals, and when you give your body the nutrients it needs, you fill that tank up, guess what? you're nutritionally satisfied. So you go to Olive Garden, there's 3,000 calories on the plate, you eat 500, take the rest home in a doggy bag because you're satisfied. And the weight starts falling off without problems. The best kept secret in the United States right now. No kidding.
Well, the proof's in the pudding. Aaron, 90-plus pounds now. I'm at 42.5 pounds or so. And it's just incredible. In fact, I'm going to have some tangy tangerine right now, and I like to mix Pollen Burst in with it. Because guess what? I rarely now drink coffee in the afternoon and at night like I used to. And when I take a Pollen Burst with all the B vitamins in it, it's got some caffeine in it. It's a clean awake instead of what is in coffee. I'm not bashing coffee. I love the way it tastes and smells. But what's the difference between a Pollen Burst and a cup of coffee?
Well, there's a great deal of difference between a Pollen Burst and a cup of coffee, unless, of course, you're using JavaFit coffee by the Longevity Company, because that's been imbued with vitamins and minerals. The Pollen Burst has vitamins and minerals and essential fat, and it has vitamins and minerals in it that your body needs to burn the energy that is already available to it properly. It's kind of like a turbocharger for, your car.